Live from the Fox 5 studios in Atlanta, you're watching Good Day Extra.
See, well, still ahead, the new guidelines that could mean fewer trips to the gynecologist. What the changes mean to you. Plus, tighten and lift in about a week. It's the new facelift that promises better results with a less invasive approach. You don't want to miss that. That's coming up next on Good Day Extra. Well, let's face it, cosmetic surgery, it is a big step in a number of ways. One, it can be a very invasive operation, and then there's the recovery time. That can sometimes be a very long time. But there is an option out there that cuts both down to a minimum, and it's called the QT facelift. And we, right now, are going to find out how it works, and with a woman who just had the QT facelift a week ago today.
Well, for the past several years, I've noticed some changes in my skin tone, and I wanted to fix that. Every morning I wake up and I see this bit of drapey, crepey skin, and I wanted to get that fixed. I don't like looking at that every morning. I felt like I wasn't ready for a complete facelift. The downtime for that is a long time, and it's a very invasive type of procedure, so I was kind of did not want to go that route, and I did some research and ended up here at Premier Image.
It came out of necessity. We were hearing patients saying, do I need a full facelift? Or I can't give you the recovery time for a full facelift. What else can we do? We saw a lot of patients with just a little jowling along the jawline, little laxity. So we really took our full facelift technique and readapted it to a mini lift technique, and that's really where it came from. The procedure itself really is done through small little hidden incisions just around the ears. And then we lift up a little bit of the tissue, tighten the muscle layer, very similar to a full facelift in that respect, and then the skin is redraped and trimmed off. Similar to what you do with your fingers when you do this, we take all of that away. And that's really what we do with it. The ideal candidate for the QT mini facelift is the woman who's just starting to see some of the aging in the face. The laxity along the jawline and a little bit of laxity in the neckline. When I look at a patient and say, well, maybe you wouldn't be a good candidate for it, it truly is if they have a very, very heavy neck. But even in that instance, we like to see those patients and really take it on a patient-by-patient basis to see who's the best candidate for it. The first big difference is the incisions, much less and smaller, about a third in comparison to a full facelift. Secondly is the recovery times, usually about half of the recovery times. Most patients are pretty much back up and restaurant ready in about 3 to 5 days. In comparison with a full facelift is generally about 2 weeks. The benefits are the great things: a freshened look, low recovery time, and truly nobody needs to know you had it done. It's on the QT, and that's where the name comes from.
I expect to wake up every morning and be a little happier when all of this is done, because I'm going to have a little less of me to look at.
All right, so there's a shot of the, well, it froze it there, of the before shot of Betty. And there it is. It's a before shot of Betty. Now let's take a live picture of Betty now. Betty, you are beautiful. And I was talking to Dr. DeJoseph kind of off the set. You were beautiful to begin with. And so it's not like you had a long way to go, but you were simply stunning today. I mean, was it really that quick, that painless, that quick of a recovery time?
It has been an amazing experience, far better than I ever anticipated. I went out to dinner the next night.
Get out.
I did. Went and had Mexican food. It was, I thought people were looking at me, but they weren't. They were watching the football game over my head on the flat screen TV.
You're not that vain. No, they're looking at me now. Well, Dr. DeJoseph, I have to say, she really was an easy palette, for lack of a better term. She was stunning and beautiful to begin with.
Absolutely.
And so this is kind of an easy model for you.
I agree with you, Karen. I mean, she was a perfect candidate for this. She was seeing some of the early signs of aging just along the jawline. It just needed that little bit of pick-me-up to put her where she is now, and she's just done absolutely perfectly.
So how much time are we talking? Because you know everybody's tuned in right now going, where can I sign up? But, you know, how much time are we talking? What's the pain level? You know, what are we talking?
Well, pain levels from this are almost as minimal as you can possibly get from surgery. And I'm sure Betty can reiterate some of this, that patients may take one pain pill, maybe that evening, and some don't even take any. So truly, facial surgery, such as a QT mini facelift, almost comes with very or no discomfort.
Is it everything that you hoped for?
It was so much better than I ever anticipated. I think I would have had less anxiety had I known how easy the recovery would have been. I took hardly, as Dr. DeJoseph said, I took very minimal pain medicine. I never took the medicine that they gave me for severe pain, just mild pain, and it's really just been an amazing experience.
So, doctor, you get it done on a Friday. You're back at work on Monday. Big question.
Yes.
How long does it last?
Well, you know, the QT Mini facelift, just as the name implies, it is a mini facelift. We took truly the traditional techniques and miniaturized them. So you get all the longevity benefits of a full facelift. So she should hang out at this sort of look for about 5 up to 10 years.
What? Betty, work it. Work it. You do
I'm
look
done.
fabulous.
I'm done for a while.
You should be, because you look great. Doc, you did a
Thank you.
great job.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Now listen, if you'd like to find out more about the QT facelift, you can log on to picosmeticsurgery.com. Of course, you can always log on to our website, myfoxatlanta.com, for a link to their link.